Okie dokie. Time to continue. Wow, that was quick. Trying to solve the mystery. It's gonna start a little bit earlier, but I waited for an extra 30 minutes or so to allow the majority of a thunderstorm to pass over. The heck? That's weird. It unloaded some stuff. Interesting. Does that mean that I can go up there? Sometimes it's hard to tell what's blocked and what's not. Okay, anyways. Time to go to the asylum. Okay, so I can just re-reveal stuff and make it go away, I guess. My friend is calling.
Room better be clean when I get home.
Sorry about that. Okay, so got the last one. Yeah, I'm forgetting the buttons. There. Oh, no, not you. This one.
I've seen them by the side of the road. These unkept, smudged, hopeless people holding cardboard signs. Sometimes they have props. Baby stroller, a pet, gasoline can. Something to lend credence to the thin fiction that they need money for something other than booze. It was a man with a need gas sign with the red gas can on the ground that I saw when I drove into Salem 6 unlucky years ago today. Tried to ignore him, not making eye contact, but I was stuck at a red light and pretending he wasn't there was getting really awkward. So I reached into my pocket and pulled out $2, rolling down my window just a crack. Here you go, buddy. I pushed the money through the opening of the window. That was when, for the first time, I really looked at his face, or what was left of his face. It was a single eyeball just looking back at me, bulging out of a charred skull. I was absolutely frozen in terror until the blackened shape of uncovered finger bones reached out to take the money. And that's when I let it fall to the ground and slammed on the accelerator. I didn't even care that the light was red. In the time since then, I've picked up pieces of the legend. A shell-shocked war veteran, unemployable and alcoholic, became a familiar sight in Salem, begging by the roadside. Citizens stopped giving him money, thinking he would just move on to a bigger city. He responded by creating one of the most traumatic spectacles in town history, setting himself alight in the middle of town during evening rush hour. Ever since that roadside encounter, I've been seeing little wisps of flame out of the corner of my eye, like brief flashes that are gone as soon as I turn my head, sending nauseated chills through my whole body. Is this tormented spirit following me now? Whether he intends it as a blessing or a curse, I just want to be as far as possible from this horrifying specter.
Mental hospitals.
The hospital.
One place torture is considered for your own good. If their experiments ever succeed in restoring a person's sanity, they better hope it was at the expense of the person's memory. Ready? Relax, we're out of the graveyard.
And into crazy town? A big improvement. People who see things nobody else can see end up living here.
Not that crazy, come on.
Okay, I'll help you get inside, but...
But what? Look, if we're gonna ask this girl Iris about this contract, the asking needs to be done by a living person, right?
Just remember who opens the door for you, tough guy.
Yeah. All right, kid. You're up. Now just find a way to get Iris's room number.
Hi. I need your help. I'm looking for a friend.
Visiting hours are over.
Right. But she was with the cops.
Then go talk to the cops.
See, I did, and they said that she was a danger to herself, and...
I can't help you.
All right. just need to stall her, okay? We have to figure out what her weaknesses are. Maybe these things on her desk will help us.
Visitations failing. A gift for who?
He's most likely a man of imposing size and stature. Someone who's accustomed to violence. Heinous acts in his past define him to the point where he no longer knows who he truly is.
$150 artifacts out of, I think there was a total of 242. And to 100% the game, you need all 242. I don't know if I'll get them all, but street jacket. Patient files. I've got nothing against helping the homeless and the needy, but the problem is whenever people pretend in order to make an easy living. Because, for example, where I live, back when I was in high school, there was a news story about an older lady, I don't remember the age, probably 60s, something, maybe 70s. She would sit out on one of the corners in our town and have a sign, and then somebody caught her at the end of the day with her daughter and her daughter's kids picking her up in a fancy car, an expensive car, and yeah. So it's hard to tell if the people on the roadside are either looking for an easy buck or actually in trouble and needing help. That's why it's better to donate to places that are specifically directly giving support. At least in my opinion. But I haven't donated myself in quite a while. What do you know, I can get myself through. But the ultimate gamer chair. All you need is a bucket, and then you never have to leave your desk.
Bugs crawling up the wall. I can't get anyone to spray them. And not gonna try to squash them again. All the blind people put the restraints on me. Can't believe they put them on me. Just because they can't see the bugs?
Electroshock therapy.
The thing to understand about Mrs. Gwynn is that her father used to become violently angry when she would walk in front of the TV during sporting events.
I don't see what that has to do with...
Any kind of anger, but particularly male anger, is really a trigger point for her. So I realize that dealing with patients can be a frustrating business, especially when they are on medication, and they're less responsive. But you have to be careful.
But she gets all, I don't know, crazy.
Yeah, look around you.
Is this guy gonna get it, even if I explain?
I don't know.
My great work will begin soon. Why is it called antifreeze if it stops overheating?
Mice can slip under doors, little cracks. It's all just concentration, discipline. I have time to practice.
Time to practice what? Slipping over and under and through things?
Go away. Go away.
Okay, yeah, so it is that you just can't teleport through those things. So then I feel like there has to be a way at some point for me to get rid of them, since they are going to limit my ability to move. Torch a bit.
What if I just borrowed the helicopter and left a little note?
If only it were that easy. After all, wouldn't we all like to borrow a helicopter and just go at some point? What's the point of being able to open the door if I can just walk through? Okay. I feel like I've found everything I can at the moment, so... Yeah, 3 out of 4. I think the last one is just going to be... possessing her. At least I think. Influence.
Being here and wondering if you're okay. You're all I have left. Just like this girl's friend is all she has left.
Sorry. I know how hard it can be when someone depends on you. What's your friend's name?
Iris Campbell.
Yes. It looks like your friend Iris is here. Everything's gonna be okay.
Thanks. I feel better.
Hold tight, kid. I got this. Just need to get my eyes on her computer screen.
Electroshock therapy.
She's in room 216. We gotta find it quick, Joy. She's scheduled for electroshock.
All right, kid. Coast is clear.
Oh, I didn't even realize there was... It didn't look at the signs.
Camera, up ahead.
Iris is due for shock therapy in 15 minutes.
Fry your brain shock therapy? Oh shit.
Oh shit is right. Let's get moving.
Another camera, get on it.
Bad camera.
A cop got killed. Tonight?
Yep. Here, go look at this TV that's acting weird. What are you waiting for? Oh.
You're up again, kid. I need to possess you to get past this crap.
I hate that.
Or you can just go on. Totally alone in here.
Fine.
You know what these hands are?
Lost souls, I guess? Just seems like the opposite of moving on. Or at least the opposite of moving on your direction.
No.
What do we do?
All right, keep going. Get to Iris's room.
No. We stick together.
Joy, we don't have a choice. Now, I'll meet you there as soon as I figure out a way around this. Go!
But there was nobody coming. Let me listen. Four more. Okay, there doesn't appear to be any demons. Okay, no upstairs. The kitty cat. Ah, there we go. I was gonna say, there has to be some reason for this down here. Meow. Meow. Is there a head in here? No up? Okay. Oh, they're down below. Okay. Wait, what? Pressing the wrong button. Alright, there's one down. Take that, demons! Get wrecked! Kitty!
Those parts aren't me. Where am I? Do you work here? Show some mercy.
I wish I could help. I'm sorry.
Tastes like chicken.
There's a lot of things that taste like chicken. Convulsitor. Specimens. Instruments. Extraction. Doom gate.
Hey, Ronan. Did you forget about me?
Nope. I just got here. Ching.
Found her. I better find Joy and get her here.
I think we're kind of obvious.
Nah, nobody knows. I mean, we're just talking here, right?
There's more to it than that. You think we're invisible, but people can see things.
Only if they're looking in your apartment window while we're, you know.
Shh, keep your voice down. You're gonna make me blush.
Wish you weren't so clueless at work.
I don't think I can wait till we get off work.
Why is it called antifreeze if it stops overheating?
So, covered the man in the box ghost story. I think I've pretty much gotten everything from here. Go ahead and do the man in the box.
I've had a long career working as a state inspector for the Department of Mental Health. During that time, I've been to a lot of institutions, and I have seen a lot of horrible things. But nothing even comes close to the evil events that I witnessed at Fairhaven Sanitarium, the place they now call Lux Eterna. I first arrived in 1926 to investigate claims of overcrowding and neglect. However, Fairhaven's reputation was tainted long before that. In 1911, Fairhaven opened its doors for the first time. A notoriously violent criminal by the name of Jack Yates was the hospital's first patient. He was to be the shining example of the hospital's ability to cure the mentally deranged. However, when the superintendent's family was visiting one day, Yates broke free from his restraints, and he killed the man's wife. Since then, no one knows what happened to Yates or the superintendent. Well, that is, until now. Superintendent Wallace Halstead greeted me at the door. He seemed as empty and unkempt as the patients he lorded over. And as I conducted my evaluation, I couldn't help but notice how nervous he got when I passed by a small broom closet. And naturally, I felt it necessary to find out why. When I opened the door, I was hit by the overpowering smell of human excrement.
Oops.
As the light flickered on overhead, I was horrified at what I saw. A withering man lay shackled to the floor in a pile of his own filth. Years of sunless existence had turned his skin, hair, and eyes milky white. He'd been chained there for so long that his skin had grown over the shackles.
I don't think that's how that works.
It took me a moment to realize that the husk of a man was Jack Yates. The police arrived and Dr. Halstead was carted off. Doctors moved Yates from the small room for the first time in 15 years. The floor beneath him was permanently stained with the shape of his silhouette. They tried to remove the shackles from under his skin, but the shock of it all was too much for him. He died the next day. I watched as they walled up his tiny prison, trying to pretend that it never happened. I honestly hope he's in a better place, although the staff still claims to hear his agonizing wails coming from inside the walls.
So wouldn't somebody have reported that if they could hear him screaming before? I feel like there would have been some, over the course of 15 years, some newbie who would have gone by. opened the door, seen it, and been like, what the heck? The police need to be involved ASAP. Ding! Off. Ding.
Be safe. You're gonna be so safe. Everything is gonna be fine. Don't you worry. Everything will be okay. I'm not gonna let anyone.
Damn. I'm only over worried about shock treatment, but she's already a lost cause.
Don't call her that to touch you.
All right, fine. You go see what our comatose witness has to offer.
You're safe. I'm gonna not let anyone harm you. You're gonna be just fine. Everything is gonna be just fine. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Iris,
Everything will be fine.
don't worry. I'm here to help you.
Don't kill my sister!
I'm not gonna hurt.
Stay back!
Holy shit, she can see me! What the?
I'm gonna keep you safe. You're gonna be so safe. Everything is gonna be fine.
I think I know that symbol. I've seen it before.
Where?
We'll be okay.
I don't know. Maybe in my mom's book.
You're gonna be just fine. Everything's gonna be safe. You're gonna
They definitely look familiar.
touch you.
This one means protection.
I'm gonna keep you safe. I'm gonna not let anyone.
I knew this was a
Wait, contract. She still knows. She still knows.
Sorry, kid. Maybe we didn't need you after all. What the hell? She booted me out somehow. Alright. Let's see if anything here can tell me what the hell is going on with this girl.
Who would have guessed? Bells. Art therapy. Yeah, yep, I got that. Nothing in the toilet, nothing in the sink.
What are these things for? Like art therapy or something?
No. Blue eyes. Cold as death.
Who had blue eyes? And death? What does that mean?
Blue eyes. Wolf eyes. Blue stare.
Happening.
No, just run. Just run. Just run. Go. Leave her alone. I'm so sorry.
Rose saved Iris's life, but paid with her own. Bell killers going after young girls.
Well, what was it? What'd you see?
Poor kid. Her sister freed her when they were about to be scorched, but she couldn't return the favor.
Leave us alone!
Iris, are you okay?
It's Rose.
She has flames.
She was possessed.
I told you to stay back! Who are you?
I'm Joy. You don't belong in this place.
Orderlies.
Crap, I'm so dead!
All right, Iris could be the answer to everything. Help her, help her. Come on, she's coming with us.
No! You're not taking her!
You want the orderlies to shock her? She stays here. You want her to be safe outside? She comes with us. It's up to you.
Okay, those two are there. Huh. Ding ding.
Over here. In those shadows there. Coast is clear.
Why do my worst nightmares keep getting way worse?
Okay, let's figure this out.
Thought I would never see this again.
All right. So what do you know about this contract?
Nothing.
Oh, come on.
It doesn't make sense.
So he just asked you if you knew about a contract?
He didn't ask. He wanted us to admit to it. Admit to having a contract with demons.
Demon?
We did nothing to him. He had no reason to go after us the way he did.
The way he did. He drowns one girl and burns another. And where have I seen that stake before?
That's it. All right, look. Get Iris to the church. Make sure that she's safe. I'll catch up with you later. Go.
Okay, come on, Iris.
Ah, so we're going to the church now.
Alright. Now what the hell does a museum gala have to do with Rose's murder?
Supposedly the museum level is the last level, or at least one where you can't go back. It'll warn me though, it's a guide said, so I don't think it'll be over this quick. If so though, I guess. Well, I feel like I haven't found quite a few things, even though I've been throughout the entire map many times. Because, I mean, there. Found 124 out of 173. 113 out of 119. A few of which I can't go back and get. Like there I can't go back to. There I can't go back to. And here I can't go back to. I'm not trying to 100% this, but it does feel nice to at least know what I need to know. And how close I was. Although it would be sad if I do end up getting to the end and finding out that I only missed like 5 or 6 out of 242. And it'll be a real bummer.
Fitting for an investigation about a serial killer. All these murders have whipped this town into a frenzy. Now it all leads here to a gala celebrating a time when Salem found itself swept up in another whirlwind of hysteria.
Okay, so this is a gala, it's just an event. Maybe this isn't... I feel like we're not far enough to get to the end yet. Dang it. Flyer net. The witch trials. Sounds like only good things from could happen with that. That's the exit. Don't want to go there.
So sorry. Tomorrow tickets will go on sale to the general public. Tonight is a special members-only event.
Museum must be doing well to turn us away.
Yeah, for real.
Got all dressed up for nothing.
I can't possess her. I can't teleport into there.
I couldn't get out. The fire was merciless. I couldn't get out. The fire was merciless.
Gather round and bear witness to the righteous proceedings of a trial of a most heinous nature. Now you, good woman Putnam, you stand accused of the murder of 7 of your own children, whom you claim were taken by forces of the devil.
Freak show better give me some answers.
I did not do it. My devil spawn of a child is my own accuser.
Confess to bearing the spawn of the devil?
I did only mean it as a term of anger, that my own daughter would thus accuse me in my grief.
And young Ruth Putnam, your own daughter, has testified to this court that you did take from her a puppet. And she began to have pains of the belly and bled most woefully from her nether parts for 5 days. Was or was not the puppet used to inflict this suffering?
It was not. I have engaged in no witchcraft.
Yet she did find the puppet, folded in half at the belly, thus proving her demonic curse upon her.
It must
Mary
be some
Warren
kind of
is a witness to
doll
the same, as the girls played with it in the bedchamber.
The poppet was folded in half. It proves nothing.
Goody Putnam, do you confess your guilt at inflicting harm of a demonic nature upon your only surviving daughter?
I do not confess it.
And do you confess to the demonic contract that took the lives of her other 7 children?
I neither confess that.
Confess now, good woman Putnam! Confess, and ease your soul of your most foul crimes.
I would dangle from up on high, then confess to crimes for which I am innocent.
There were children accusing their own parents?
Yeah, I mean, if it's here, I guess it's true. I can't imagine what it would be like to have my own child turn on me.
Blows my mind that this really happened. Not just in a play, but in the lives of real people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Kids have murdered their parents just
Seems
for
like
money before.
just about
Just because
anything
they don't
can
like
get you
them.
accused of witchcraft.
Parents have killed their kids simply because a new significant other doesn't like them.
God, women had a raw deal.
Maybe make my voice deeper.
Probably.
Fascinating stuff.
Why was life so brutal?
Whoa. People really died here.
Would it be all day? Could they drink water?
Seriously, what if you had to pee while you were in the pillory?
Then you would just have to soil yourself.
How does the wood get preserved that long?
Judgment House.
I wish people could read the sign.
True, it would be nice if people could read. Sadly, some of them didn't make it past the 2nd
I
grade.
remember a bright flash, and then nothing. I remember a bright flash, and then
How many guys would have to lift it in place?
Yep.
So, what's the point of this?
They were trying to get people to talk.
They talk. How could they talk with those heavy stones on their chests?
Doesn't make sense to me either.
This one is the worst death.
Supposedly, burning to death is the most painful way to die. The heck? Did it get all silent? Weird. I think it was Sophia and
Whoa. People really died here. Gotta get by train. How long could I hold my breath?
The train was so loaded down with ammunition, like we were a rolling bomb. The train was so loaded down with ammunition, like we were a rolling bomb.
So it wasn't just witchcraft that would get you in here. I mean, gossiping is destructive and all, but that's harsh.
There's no such thing as the good old days.
Talk about controlling behavior.
How does the wood get preserved that long?
Don't actually has a stain.
Confess, witch. Confess. Your covenant. A demonic contract with the dark forces.
I remember a bright flash, and then nothing.
The time is upon us, Abigail Williams.
No!
You scourge of Salem. It is time to pay for your sin!
That one is the girl who's helping us at the beginning.
What made us derail that day? I always wonder.
A rock. I don't want to conclude yet. I've only found one piece.
That into this.
I'm trying to avert my eyes, but there's horrible stuff everywhere.
Whoa. People really died here.
Yes, we've already established that. Oh crap. Rock. ZM date. Rock. The heck? Oh.
Did you see all those police lights?
So the Bell killer used torture devices like this to kill his victims. Why kill them like witches?
I'm surprised there's no exhibit for the accusers. It's such an important part of Salem's history.
Actually, several artifacts aren't on display yet. We're currently preparing them upstairs in the restoration room.
Better to see what else is in here.
People think this is easy.
This door must have been closed before. I was wondering if I was supposed to allow myself to get smacked, but
exhibit about death.
Yeah, I see those silhouettes. Those demons that are hiding in the light. Seven more. 6 más.
Joy? I told you to look after Iris.
You're not the boss of me.
I found a bunch of stuff downstairs. The Bell Killer is offing his victims as if they're witches. I'm heading upstairs to see what else I can find. I should have told you to follow me, then maybe you would have stayed at the church. Just keep an eye out for security cameras and alarms.
Thanks for the tip, but this isn't even my first break-in today.
Yeah, this looks like the right place. Now let's see what these artifacts can tell me about the witch trials.
3 more. Just walked right on by you. Osmos.
This place, it puts me in touch with odd sensations centuries old. I'm trying to focus on this killer, but the echoes from these sensations keep interfering, like deaths from the past, pleading to be remembered.
Hey, kid. I need you to lift up this painting.
It's called The Hanged Witch. It's creepy. Oh.
It's the killer's symbol.
I wonder if I was right, that it was Baxter all along. I wouldn't be surprised at all, because he's kind of a piece of crap. And I doubt anybody likes him. So one more, I wonder where it is. Just checking it's not hiding around here. Get there. And I just go through and double check through here. Navigation. It's a barrel.
It will always belong to you.
For shame, Bridget. This shrine of your conversations with the spirit world will surely condemn you as a witch.
Just double checking, because I feel like I may have already missed it. Okay, maybe not. I'm only saying that because I don't want to go back through the train area at the moment. Okay. So yeah, if it is anywhere, it'll have to be on the first floor, I think. Place maybe that I haven't been to yet. Oop. Judgment. Any of these artifacts relate to the Bell Killer case? Symbol, yes.
So the Bell Killer is targeting mediums because he thinks they're witches? That's insane. Who do I know that's interested in mediums? Baxter. Baxter involved in this? He dropped the case when he was demoted. All right, found the killer's symbol. We got a suspect to look into. We're almost there.
And not one step closer to finding my mom.
Like I said, the world doesn't need another whiner.
You know what? Screw you. You don't understand.
Don't understand? My wife was murdered 3 years ago. She got to float up into the white light, and I got stuck here in this place with some bitchy teen.
Ugh.
Your mom's been missing what? 2, 3 days? Huh? And I guarantee you we'll find her. If we fail, I'll never get to see Julia again. Ever.
We won't fail.
I don't need a cheerleader.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know about your wife.
Yeah. Look, we need to act on the information we found. You head off to the church.
The church? Where are you going?
Baxter's our prime suspect. I need to get over to his apartment and see if I can dig up any skeletons. Probably not a good idea for a fugitive to visit a cop.
Fine, I'll meet you later.
Yes, Baxter is the suspicious one. Okay, so now I guess it's back down to the first floor and out the front. Which is perfect because that's about the only place left that I need to double check, because I've already seen... I knew they were going to appear at some point. Gosh dang it. Huzzah, demon down. No more train. Ah, I see it stopped. Left this way open now.
I just got a text. Did you hear something else happen just now? Something bad.
Someone told me about a murder.
No, like this just happened. Police are all freaking out.
What happened?
I don't know. Sounds serious though.
Can't stop thinking about the dead cop.
This whole place is bad news.
The train was so loaded down with ammunition, like we were a rolling bomb.
So it wasn't just witchcraft that would get you in here. It was all kinds of things.
Need to find one more rock. Oh.
What made us derail that day? I always wonder.
Okay, so definitely nothing here. here. Uh-huh. There we go.
My husband and I stepped off the platform and onto the giant hissing locomotive. I remember looking back at our small town and thinking of all the happy memories we made there. But I was excited to start our new life in Salem. I must have dozed off because I was startled awake by the sound of screeching metal. And as the train came to a halt, all I could hear was the torrential rain pelting against the roof. I looked out the window. There was only darkness. Then came the brightest flash of lightning I had ever seen. When my husband left to inquire about the delay, a woman in the back of the train started screaming. We rushed over to her and asked her what was wrong, but all she could manage to say through her sobs was something about seeing the spirits of the dead wandering in the rain. Stranger still were the passengers that were suddenly stricken with the painful memories of their past. It was at this point that I became truly terrified, so I set out to find Joe. When I reached the cab and still hadn't found him, I was worried. I looked out the front window and saw the train's conductor laboring to move a downed tree from the tracks. And there was Joe, walking up to help. However, instead of grabbing hold of the tree, Joe bent down, picked up a rock, and crushed the conductor's skull with it. When I left the train and ran up to him, I could see that this wasn't the Joe I once knew. Something had taken hold of him, something angry. Then he saw something that terrified him. He dropped the rock and ran off into the woods. However, right before he disappeared into the trees, during a bright flash of lightning, I thought I saw something chasing him, hunting him. I can only describe it as a ghostly specter, cloaked in black. But more likely than not, it was just a shadow. The authorities spent days combing the woods for Joe, but he never turned up. I tried to go back home, but the memories were too painful. Some nights I lie in bed, tortured by the thoughts of what our life could have been if we had never stepped onto that train.
What that guy just said? Something horrible just happened at St. Benedict's.
The church? What is going on in this town tonight?
Oh man, it must be true. I think I hear sirens.
That into this.
Where you headed? Oh, no, no.
To the church. Ah, crap. See, why does this not... Teleporting is a little bit inconsistent. Like, seriously, why can I not teleport to the ground there? I don't get it.
Cops and criminals get used to red and blue flashing lights. Even after you get numb to them, sometimes they still chill your bones. You can get that feeling that this time, they mean something personal. Thank God you're okay. No, Joy, don't! Damn it!
Lieutenant, caught her sneaking up the side staircase. Says she's a friend of the priest.
Where's Father Macaulay? Is he alright?
Just put her in my car. I want to interview her myself. Can somebody remind Broyles that the door's not going to watch itself?
Yes, sir.
It's a simple question, please!
Take it easy on her.
Hey, anybody find Baxter yet?
Nope. Went to the station, drove by his place, nothing. You know, there's definitely something wrong here.
I mean, honestly, have you ever seen anything like this?
Half this stuff feels like a goddamn riddle.
I don't know. It just seems so demented.
Demented? I gotta find this crime scene before they cart away all the evidence.
At least you have infinite cigarettes. Also, I am going to go pee real quick, so I'll be back in a minute. heck didn't I already close out of this? Oh, maybe I accidentally hit a button as I was going to the restroom. Okay. Perhaps I can find lost saw? You guys are back again. Gosh dang it. Oh. What do you know?
Well, it was somewhere around noon on a Sunday when I got a call from the pastor. He was looking for someone to fix up the old church. It had been sitting up on that hill, abandoned for over 40 years after getting hit by lightning back in '98. It suffered a bunch of fire damage. So, of course, I agreed to help. I knew something was wrong the second I stepped inside. As an inexplicable chill came over me. Anyway, I shook it off and I set to work. As I started tearing up the damaged floorboards, they were all bad. Well, I uncovered an old rat's nest. It seemed like any of the others I'd seen over my 22 years in the construction business, until I saw the scraps of human hair and bones that the rats had used to make it. Well, suddenly I heard the floorboards on the second floor creaking above me, and the sounds of a young girl weeping. Well, I was worried that the damaged section of the ceiling was going to give way under her weight, so, I yelled, "Hey, stop, come down immediately." Well, my voice must have startled her because she went completely silent. So I got up and I went to look for her. When I entered the room upstairs, though, I was surprised to see it completely empty. It only took me, a minute to make my way up there, and I would have heard her run off if she did. But that's when I heard the weeping again. Only this time it was coming from the bell tower. So I climbed up the long, treacherous, curving stairs at the top, and I noticed what I thought was dried blood dotting the way. When I finally got up to the belfry, I was just paralyzed with terror. Because lying before me was the withered corpse of a young girl. Judging by her sun-bleached clothes and weathered bones, it seemed like she'd been lying there for the better part of those 40 years the place had been empty. The rats, they picked her bones clean. I took off running. I didn't stop until I got all the way to town. The ravages of time made it impossible for the authorities to get any identity on this girl. It seems Salem will never know who killed her. Some people still claim to hear her weeping there. As for myself, I never went back.
So the last one, I think this was where a demonic thing was sitting last time. Which would explain why I couldn't really do anything with it. Alright, come, demons. It's time for you to be executed. One more. Come over here, demon. It is time to be executed. Aha! I see that the ghost girl over here from before got, somethinged. Can't go that way. Maybe it's this way.
Nothing's sacred to this guy.
That would be correct.
Gotta focus on the clues here.
Oh no, it was her.
Iris.
Indeed.
No, please don't
stayed at the hospital, she'd still be alive.
Don't hold too tight to what's keeping you here. Just remember, this wasn't your fault.
I'm sorry. What else did he do here?
Is it finally time to get to the second floor? Can I teleport? No, of course not. That would be too easy, wouldn't it? That way.
The work of a real monster.
Everything is now quiet. I wonder if there's going to be anything else now. Or if it was just the belfry here.
Nothing sacred to this guy. Bodies everywhere.
Jeez.
Oh, shit.
You really did a number up here, didn't you? This is where everybody was at. Okay, now I can just come up here to the third floor.
Oh no.
Man, how am I gonna tell her about you? Why was the killer here?
For that, must conclude this one first. 5 out of 8.
Lady, you still with us? You just stopped talking.
How can one guy do this?
girl was running away. That's who he's after. Not the rest of us.
Cocktails already.
Okay, all right, everyone, let's get this picture. We've got to get to the reception now. Everybody.
Let me through.
Oh my God. She all right? Hey, settle down.
Let me go. Let me go. He's here.
Look, you need to back off.
I got
These weren't normal Bell killer murders. These people were just in the way. He was after Iris. I wonder if there's more evidence in Joy's room.
Indeed there is, buddy boy.
Died trying to protect Iris. I'm sure that won't make it sting any less for Joy. Damn it.
Spooked the cat. Hissing cat residue.
I don't think she's the most ideal roommate. A little rough around the edges, but I'm sure you'll like the room, and in time you'll both get along really well.
Don't worry, I can get along with most anyone.
Excellent. Well, this is the room. Here we are.
Father? What's wrong?
Go. Go.
Killer came here looking for Joy, but took out Iris instead. This is a friggin' dead end. So where's Baxter? If he's not here, he's got some explaining to do.
Kitty cat.
Oh, what about you? You see anything?
Easy, easy. It's your old buddy Ronan. What the hell was that? The killer dropped something in the vent. Maybe the cat can help get to it.
Thanks for the help.
I know that house. That's it. The killer's hideout. I need to get to Judgment House.
Investigate the murder of Iris. Annoying piece of garbage.
Work of a real monster.
Indeed.
Some ghost thing and get me out of this. Come on.
Trust me. You're better off this way. The killer was
Right.
after you.
Oh. What happened in there?
He didn't suffer.
You're lying.
He died protecting innocent people. That's all you need to know.
Died because of me.
Hey. You know, pleading insanity isn't going to help you much on 2 counts of trespassing and felony escape. So you can drop the crazy act, all right?
Rex, man, give her a break.
You have anything to say for yourself? No? That's what I thought. We'll figure out what to do with you at the station.
Why does this keep happening to me?
Joy, tell him what we found. They need to know it all. You gotta find a way to convince him.
Where are you going?
Killer left a clue about the ancient mansion we saw at the museum. Tell Rex about that too. It's probably the killer's place.
Okay, I'll try.
Alright, it's time to go to Ghost Mansion. Yeah, and if some of the clues slash artifacts, whatever they are for the achievements, are the things on the walls, I have no idea where those are. I feel like you have to crawl along every single wall, and I feel like I've gone down most, like I feel like I've... Go back in here. I feel like I've gone through pretty much every place very thoroughly.
It's just you. I knew I heard something.
That's cool.
I'm sure you saw the whole thing, and that makes you special. Always looking out the window, sticking your nose in everyone else's business.
I did see you.
Hey,
Shit. You trying to give me another heart attack?
Yeah, I don't really think there's anything else here. Yeah, I feel like I've gone along most of the walls throughout the entire map here. I feel like I've gone everywhere and just can't... I don't know where all of the... Oh, I guess this is 8 out of 9. Because see, I found most of these, Found most of these. The Ghost Girl's message, there's 23 of them, and I've hardly found any. And I feel like I've gone to every out-of-the-way place in the map. And just haven't found any of them. It really doesn't help that there's not any real clues as to where they are. I mean, there are these symbols that are on the ground. I don't know what they mean. I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to be saying, oh, there's a thing nearby. 'Cause I've seen them the whole time, but, I mean, like, here's this, and there was this over here. But I mean, at other places, I've seen those on the ground and there's been nothing nearby. Maybe I'll look around just a little bit more, since it does appear I'm getting close to the end. Given that this is apparently mission 8 out of 9. I mean, let's see. So, there's 2 of these symbols here. So does that mean that there is something on the wall around here somewhere? Here's a couple more. See, I don't think that doesn't tell me anything. Okay, and so here's another one. But what does it mean? Is there supposed to be something around here? Here's some more. I'm just gonna look it up real quick because I am curious. So yeah, they tend to faintly shimmer, show a quick glimpse. Okay, I've definitely gone by several of these that I'm just seeing in the list, and I have not seen any shimmer, and I've gone by them several times and not seen anything. So I don't know if the game is bugged or if it's a weird thing with the port that's making it act that way, but yeah, they have not been showing up for me from what I can tell, because I have been by several of them several times, apparently, and never managed to get them. And anyways, I'm not gonna bother with, because I don't know if there's maybe if there's anything special about them.
Such an interesting museum back in its heyday. Now it's just a place propped up by rusty nails and rumors. A place you wouldn't dare your worst enemy to go into. Alright, there it is, Judgment House. Huh. Maybe this abandoned place isn't so abandoned after all.
Oh hey, and a police car.
I hate it when I'm right.
Okay, so apparently even back when it was released, there was a bug where sometimes they wouldn't show up. Curious. Apparently if you do another playthrough, things do carry over, which is interesting. Doesn't look like there's really anything in particular that happens though if you get all of them, so it's probably not really worth going through and bothering to get all of them. Doesn't mention anything specific that happens. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. What? Oh. I'm almost there in the collectibles.
Holy shit. Look at all this crap. What is this? Oh, fresh paint. This one's just been done. The witch who flew from her own mother, herself a witch, herself in flight. She'll meet her death like so many other, and leave both realms this very night. Oh no, that's about Joy. This looks like the Bell Killer's war room. I should check this all out. Wait. Similar murders, multiple killers, decades apart. Is this a string of copycats? A conspiracy? What else did you hide in this house, you freak? What was that?
Ah, freaking crap, demons. okay, that wasn't exactly how I planned that to happen, but it doesn't really matter, because... Screw you, demons!
Vibrations I'm getting from this house are off the charts. It's like the museum. The old violence tries to take over the new. I have to tell Officer Baxter about this. This could be a vital piece.
Okay, 7 more. Six more. Oh boy, more demons. So much fun. Only one more of you. Okay, that was a little bit easier than I expected. Huzzah! Discovered information about the witch trials. Sorry, Crow Boy, I didn't need your help. Huzzah. Huh. Are there really no other things to discover on this floor? No pieces? Because, I mean, I guess there's only 4 more. I guess maybe if there's a cellar, it would make sense that they were in the cellar. Ah, there we go.
Oh my God, Baxter? I should have been the one that stopped you.
Ronan? What the hell is going on?
You sick bastard. Why'd you do it? Why'd you bring back the witch trials and kill all those innocent girls?
You think I'm the Bell Killer? Are you insane? I've never killed anyone. You gotta help me. What is this place? We gotta get out of here.
Oh, we gotta get out of here. All of a sudden, we're buds. You need to tell me what's going on here. What were you doing here?
Following a lead. I never dropped the case. Had this psychic, Cassandra, working with me. And we figured out the Bell Killer is hunting mediums. Like a witch trial execution copycat. At that point, we couldn't let it go, even after Rex demoted me.
So that's why you're at the museum. Do you know where Cassandra is? Is she still alive?
Last I checked, yeah. I took her to a safe house outside of town.
Oh my God, she's alive. I was sure she'd be dead too. Joy would be freaking ecstatic. She shouldn't end up alone. So, who killed you?
The Bell Killer, you idiot. But I didn't get a good look at his face.
Where's the killer?
No idea. He could be anywhere, but when we fought, he said something I didn't understand at all.
Wait. The killer actually talked?
Not much, but I think I hit a nerve. I told that bastard he'd be dead soon,
But he said, I already know death. And then something about his instrument of death will kill again tonight.
My instrument of death? But he kills different ways every time. I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither.
We gotta figure out what that means. Cassandra ever bring up her daughter?
Wouldn't shut up about her. We looked for Joy for days, but it was too risky. Cassandra has been begging me to track Joy down, but I haven't found her yet.
You're not gonna believe this. Joy's been helping me tonight.
Figures a cop like you would need help to get this far.
You mean like what? The help you got from her mom? Alright, you get back to Cassandra. Make sure she's still safe and bring her back to the station.
What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna quickly check out the cellar and come up with a plan. I hope.
Okay. I admit, I thought it was Baxter. So, I guess it wasn't then. My bad. Okay, so there's a thing there. Question though, how in the world is Baxter gonna get out? All the doors are closed as far as I'm aware. Come on, need more ashes to ashes, dust to dust, thingy bobbers. This maybe down here.
What the hell happened down here?
You claim righteousness, but you know your guilt and cannot deny your punishment is due.
You stood for justice. How is this just?
Okay, I only need 2 more. Also, camera. Why?
You claim righteousness, but you know your guilt and cannot deny your punishment is due.
I thought you stood for justice. How is this just?
The courts are not a place for your murderous whimsy. You are a corrupt heathen.
the families of those innocent souls you executed through false accusation of witchcraft will exact their righteous justice tonight.
False accusation?
What is that nonsense you draw?
My mark will burn like a brand in the flesh of this town. If it takes me to the ends of eternity, I will personally make the bell toll for every witch in Salem.
Wait. The guy who killed me is Abigail. She might be the Bell Killer. How is that possible? I gotta get out of here and figure out how to track her down.
I suppose it would make sense considering that the perpetrator displayed inhuman strength. However, I still need 2 more ashes to ashes to finish up the story.
Has Rex checked in? He's transporting a suspect to the station and we can't get him on the radio. He isn't picking up his phone either.
Nope, he hasn't checked in. We'll notify you when he shows.
Copy that.
Oh shit, if Rex is missing, it could be going down right now. Where'd you take Joy, you asshole?
What? How does this clue make any sense? Guess, why is it important to her?
Yeah. Instrument of death, meaning her death, where she was killed. The gallows at the museum. Hang on, kid. I'm on my way.
Alright, this must be the final level that's coming up here. Still need to find those last 2 ashes to ashes. was hidden. There we go.
Salem wasn't the most exciting place for a couple of rambunctious 13-year-olds. And playing with my friends after school, they usually required a healthy dose of imagination to spice up the underwhelmingly bleak landscape. To us, Salem's history was just a bunch of creepy stories and tourist attractions. Witches didn't exist, we all knew that. That's why Robbie Barnes was the laughingstock of the entire school. He actually believed that they were real. Looking back, I wish I hadn't teased him so much. Maybe then he'd still be alive. I forget which one of my friends actually came up with a plan to prank Robbie, but it didn't take him long to get us all on board. My job was to find an example of an old spell. It took me all of 15 minutes. And the library had practically every book ever written on the subject. The next step involved the Judgment House. It sat up on the hill, abandoned. Everyone said it was haunted. What made it even creepier were the rumors that Judge Hawthorne burned the remains of accused witches in the house's various fireplaces. That's where Robbie comes in. We dared him to sneak into the Judgment House in the middle of the night and collect a handful of ashes from each of the fireplaces. Then he'd have to light some candles, sprinkle the ashes, and read the spell. We told him that if done correctly, the spell would supposedly blow out all the candles. If he agreed to do all this and the candles so much as flickered, we would promise to stop making fun of him. We could see that he was scared, but to his credit, he agreed to go through with it. What we didn't tell him was that we had set up a hidden camera to catch all the hilarity on tape. The next day, Robbie didn't come into school. We assumed he had chickened out and was too embarrassed to face the music. Then I heard that Robbie went missing. I felt the chill run down my spine as I retrieved the tape from our hidden camera. I pressed play and fast forward until I saw Robbie. He was doing just as we instructed him to. But then, a shadowy figure crossed in front of the camera. Robbie turned in horror just as the camera cut to static. When the image finally returned, Robbie was gone, and the only sign that anything had happened at all was the now smoldering fireplace over in the corner.
Spoopy. Alright, before I do this, because I think this is the last level, I am going to go pee real quick. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okie dokie. Yes.
No one deserves to be murdered. And when the psycho trying to kill someone pretends there's some grand justice behind it, that just makes it all the more twisted.
Joy!
Ronan, help!
Not another step.
No, not you, Rex. This has nothing to do with her, Abigail.
Oh, but it does. For 300 years, we have executed the witches who corrupt our fair city.
Down there. Let's go.
Those who try to mask their demonic contract and leverage powers they should never possess.
Just like you have.
Don't you dare compare me to her!
Easy, easy.
Put your hands up!
Help!
Don't do anything stupid.
Hands up! Stop what you're doing. Hands up! Do it now!
Abigail, stop! Rex, you piece of shit. What are you doing? Not now. This was you.
I want you getting closer to the truth.
Ronan, do something!
Hold tight, kid. I'm on my way.
Okay, but what do I do though? Powerful scream.
It's over, Abigail.
The time is upon us, Abigail Williams.
No.
You scourge of Salem, it is time to pay for your sins!
This can't be happening. You want to use memories against me? Two can play at that game.
I know the truth about your death, but I still don't know the truth about mine. Did you use Rex to kill me?
Rex was my most influential. The most respected, the most feared official in town. Of course I did.
How could Rex have done it? Rose's killer had blue eyes.
I didn't use the same killer for every murder.
Baxter.
So it was him. I figured it could have been... I don't know.
Why did you kill Baxter?
I eventually kill all the killers I use. Especially the ones who get close to the truth.
I wasn't close to the truth in the apartment. I wasn't one of your killers. Why did I have to die? I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. How could I? You made me kill her. If I'm going out, you're coming with me.
She brought that upon herself.
We all got a dark side, sometimes obvious, sometimes not. If we're lucky, we keep our dark side hidden. By law, Rex was a killer. But the law doesn't always see the truth. Fortunately, Joy did. And she would never press charges. She might even help Rex cover his tracks. One thing's for certain. She's a better person than I was at that age. A kid who deserves forgiveness. She's paid her dues. And committing a few small crimes, searching for your mom, well, even the coldest cops would forgive those.
Mom!
Hasn't been a Bell killer murder since the night Abigail met her final end. But the case never officially closed. But memories fade, time heals. With luck, Salem will move on and find peace. Death repays debts, my father always said. Forever I believe that. But truth be told, this life ain't over until you're honest about what you owe. Set everything right. Settle your debts. Only then can you move on.
Ronan?
Stopped Abigail and saved Rex and Joy. So I wonder then if there's an achievement for letting them die on accident? Oops, not that. Where's the achievements? There we go. Ah, there was only one more about Salem's history and one more about the bell cover. Okay, so I only missed out on 4 achievements, 2 of them by only 1 though, which kind of sucks. That's fine, I guess. Not really enough to make me want to go back and... Oh geez, it's one of these where you can't skip. Do it again. But I think this was a good game for 2014. It was definitely an interesting story, and I was talking to my friend, I told him, I like the kind of, you're a ghost so you can go through some things and not others, and you have certain abilities, but you're not like overpowered or anything. I wish more games would use kind of the same concept that this and Dishonored 2 used, where this one you can like go through only certain objects because you're a ghost, and some things just can't be gone through. And in Dishonored 2 there was the level where you could go back in time and change things in the present. I wish more games would use those kinds of concepts. I mean, I get they might be a little bit hard to set up, but I mean, heck, this game would have been that hard to set up. Just set certain boundaries and let the other ones be ones you can just go clip through. I just find it interesting. I wish more games would follow or use these kind of mechanics. And maybe there are, maybe I just don't know about them. Keep on, whenever I was searching murdered soul suspect, kept on saying something about a second one. Oh, I keep looking in the wrong places. Steam store. Okay, so there's not a second one, at least not on the Steam store. I wonder if there was supposed to be one? Oh, apparently the studio closed down. Who was it that made it? Airtight Games. Yeah, that is unfortunate. It would be nice to get a remake, just to spruce up the mechanics and the graphics. But I mean, heck, it held up well, I think. Other than certain things like not being able to find the graffiti because it doesn't actually do the shimmering thing and show up. I guess that was a bug in the original, so it probably still came over. And I did not ever see any of those other ones in the game, and it showed some of the places I know I definitely went by when I was looking at the table that showed where they're at, and never saw anything. So yeah, I feel like there was a bug. Not much I could do about that. So anyways, just wait for the credits, I guess. Probably gonna go ahead and end it once credits are done. I'd like to go get myself some dinner, some ramen for dinner. And this game was just a little bit shorter than I expected, only like 10 hours or so. 8, 9, I guess. Shows 8.6 right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do next week. Elden Ring DLC comes out in, let's see, next weekend, the weekend after, and then it'll come out for 2 weekends from now. Expected this one to take a little bit longer, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next couple weekends. I have been trying to finish my New Game Plus of Elden Ring run. I'll just make progress on it. It takes a while because it's Elden Ring. And I am working on editing my Melania boss fight, which is taking forever because... It took 4 hours, and going through and trying to speed it up by trying to cut out a bunch of big chunks of the fight is just taking a long time. I've only cut out about an hour's worth of footage, maybe not even that so far. But anyways. This comes from back in the day where you couldn't skip credit scenes. Don't know why. This is a very long credits sequence as well. I kind of do wish there had been a second game, or maybe just, well, yeah, more games with the same kind of theme. Doesn't necessarily have to be a cop that dies every time, but, you know, could pick different characters and have them solve their own murders, or just do some other stuff. I just noticed, though, is Baxter, the other ghosts that had been killed, they seemed to have had the glowing, kind of like the gunshots that our character had. But Baxter didn't, even though something happened to his eye. Like he got bludgeoned or something there. So I don't know, a little bit of an inconsistency there amongst some of the ghosts that died untimely deaths. And I think about it, the car accident guy also didn't have any damage to himself as a ghost. That's because that may have been kind of hard to do at this point in time. Who knows? Definitely would have been interesting, though, to have more games in like a series like this. I'm kind of surprised that that the publisher or the studio shut down. I wonder why. So let's see. It was made by Airtight Games. Formed in 2004. First title was a 2010 action game published by Capcom. Quantum Conundrum. It made Square Enix as the publisher. Looks like they made a couple games for iOS only. And an exclusive game for the... Oh yeah, an Android-based microconsole. 2012. Interesting. Okay, so its creative director joined Amazon Game Studios. That may be part of the reason. It says that they closed a month later, and they'd also laid off 14 employees. Okay. Yeah, financial trouble. Apparently the games that they published, they only published 3 games in like 10 years, but these people on Reddit seem to think they were all pretty good. I mean, obviously they would have their own issues, but they say they're pretty good. Yeah, it just looks like some of the best decisions were not made in that. So kind of sucks because I do think this was a good game that could have made a good series. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and end here for today since I finished a little bit quicker than I expected. Once again, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for the next couple weekends because I want to do the Elden Ring DLC when it comes out. I haven't bought it yet, but when it does come out, I'll probably get it and stream that. So yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out at some point. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the evening. So have a good one.